Hey guys, Mac Urbanic here for Guitar Lessons in Your Living Room, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite scales, the melodic minor scale. It's multi-purpose, it's great for rock, jazz, and pretty much anything in between, so let's get started. Okay, first let's talk about the theory and how it applies. When I used to play in rock bands, I loved using the melodic minor scale. It's inherently minor, so whenever you're playing, a lot of rock and metal that I played with, we were in minor keys a lot, and a lot of times you're playing in the same key. I would just use it, for a change, because you're going to start out, and it's going to be minor. It's going to start out minor, but it's going to have like a major feel to it at the end, and I thought that was a great way of changing it up. So if you're going to use it in a rock standpoint, if you're playing in the key of A minor, you just start your root on A minor and just kind of go with what happens. You just have to remember that, sometimes when it gets a little major sounding, you're going to create some dissonances and you have to use your ear to kind of resolve them. Now, for the jazz guys, I know that a lot of people tend to call this the Super Locrian scale. And it pretty much is, I just took out some of the roots because I found some of the notes I didn't like the sound of it. So basically from a jazz standpoint, what it is that if we take a G7 scale here, if we start that melodic minor up a half step, the theory is that you're going to start on the flat 9 of the scale, then the sharp 9, and then you're going to play the third of the chord. Then you're going to play the sharp 5, flat 5, and the sharp 5. And then the 7, and then you're going to hit the root of that chord before you start over again. And like I said, you're going to hit flat 9, sharp 9, 3, flat 5, sharp 5, 7, and root of that altered chord. Pretty much that's going to cover all the normal alterations that you're going to get with any type of 7th chord thrown at you from a jazz standpoint. I find that to be very multi-purpose, as well as, to me, that kind of sounded the best. So before we get to the demonstrations, that's pretty much the theory. So here it is. I messed up. Okay. Before we get to the demonstrations, I did this whole entire discussion on the theoretical side of what you use the melodic minor scale for, and when I noticed the demonstrations, I didn't show you where the roots are in the scale. So if you're doing the melodic minor starting on the 6th string, the A melodic minor, that note underneath your first finger on the 6th string, that's a root. Then you're going to get a root on the 4th string underneath your 3rd finger here. That's going to be your root, and then you're going to get one on the top. And the same is going to go for the roots on the 5th string. You're going to get one here for C, and then you're not going to get one on the top. So just keep that in mind, because like I said, when I went through the whole demonstration of where the roots are and where to start the scales and so on and so forth, I forgot to leave that out. So here we go with the demonstrations. Okay, so I'll be demonstrating the A melodic minor scale, starting on the 6th string. I'll also be doing the C melodic minor scale, starting on the 5th string. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you where I'm going to put my fingers, and then I will show you at the end the finished product. So with the A melodic minor scale, we're going to start on the 6th string on the 5th fret, and the 6th string on the 7th fret, and 8th fret. On the 5th string, we're going to be using the 5th fret and the 7th fret. On the 4th string, it's going to be on the 4th fret, the 6th fret, and the 7th fret. On the 3rd string, it's going to be on the 4th fret, the 5th fret, and the 7th fret. On the 2nd string, it's going to be on the 5th fret and on the 7th fret. And then on the top string, it's going to be on the 4th fret, the 5th fret, and the 7th fret. Okay, so we have this starting on the 5th string, we have the C melodic minor scale. So on the 5th string, we have the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, and the 6th fret. On the 4th string, we have the 3rd fret and the 5th fret. On the 3rd string, we have the 2nd fret and the 4th fret and the 5th fret. On the 2nd string, we have the 3rd fret and the 4th fret and the 6th fret. And on the top string, we have the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, and the 7th fret. So altogether, it is. Okay, so that's about it for the melodic minor scale. Like I said, it's very multi-purpose. You can use it for rock, you can use it for jazz, you can use it for a lot of different things. And like I said, it's probably the most multi-purpose altered-ish type of scale that I personally liked, and it worked well for everything else. So take these scales, write some cool licks, and try them out. I'm Matt Korbanek, and I'll see you next time.